I'm Logan with Chrome Americas. Today we're going to take a look at the FCU 500 and FCU 505, two versatile safety control units designed to manage critical combustion safety functions on industrial furnace applications. Let's dive in. The FCU 500 and 505 are compact central safety units designed for DIN rail mounting within your electrical cabinet. Its primary functions include gassing the header, operating the main gas train without flame control or ignition control, monitoring high and low gas pressure switches, monitoring low air pressure switch, managing the pre and post purge sequences, and issuing the enable start signal to the burner control units. So what's the difference between the FCU 500 and FCU 505? Think of the FCU 500 as the master safety controller for the furnace, while the FCU 505 acts as a dedicated safety controller for an individual heating zone. For example, on a multi-zone heat treat furnace, a single FCU 500 could supervise the overall furnace safety functions, while multiple FCU 505s can monitor and control individual heating zones. This architecture allows each zone to operate independently while maintaining centralized safety oversight of the entire combustion system. The FCU series offers several options to tailor the functionality to your specific needs. The C1 option enables automatic valve proving of double block safety shutoff valves using a pressure switch. Alternatively, it can be used to monitor the proof of closure switch on the first safety valve. The F1 and F2 options provide air actuator control. The F1 option supports IC20 and IC40 actuators, while the F2 option supports RBW actuators. The H1 option adds two temperature monitoring functions, STM and STL. STM monitors furnace temperature using dual thermocouples and signals high temperature operation to the BCUs. STL serves as a high limit safety function. If the configured temperature limit is exceeded, the FCU will lock out and interrupt the safety interlock output to the burner controllers. If you want an external display on the cabinet door, the OCU can be easily integrated. The OCU allows you to see operating status and fault messages in plain text rather than as a coded error message. If you need the FCU 5 series to communicate with a PLC, then a BCM module can be installed to enable this. Two field bus protocols are available, Profinet and Modbus TCP. Let's take a quick look at BCSoft version 4. That is the version of the software the FCU 500 and 505 will use. If you have any questions about getting connected, take a look at this video right here, where we walk through that entire process of getting connected to both versions of BCSoft. This is the first page. You will see the process values tab. All of the inputs and outputs are displayed here, and if they are active, the circles will light up. This section here is a mirror display of what you will see on the physical unit itself, along with the stage and errors if there are any. Any timers will count down here. So that's a rundown of the process values tab. Moving on to parameters, many sub-tabs here, but starting off with the limits, this is where you can determine what it will do in the event of any of these signals dropping out, either a safety shutdown or a fault lockout that would need to be reset. So all of these have those options, and then safety time, pick between 1 and 2 seconds. If you have the H1 option, you'll get access to use these functions that we spoke about earlier, so you can use them individually, not at all, or together. And depending on what you pick, certain things will light up here. So you can see how these kind of toggled around depending on what we picked. So that's where you will set up your temperature monitoring to do those functions. On the air tab, this is going to be everything air related, pre-purge, post-purge timing, fan information, Depending on the capacity control option you picked, you'll be able to pick between these two or these two. A couple other things here. This is where you'll do your purge timers, pre and post purge. Moving on to the VPS, which stands for Valve Proving System. So if you have the C1 option, you'll be able to pick between a tightness test, which can be done in a couple different ways, or the proof of closure function that will check that POC switch on the first safety valve. Moving on to the common tab, we've got a couple timers here. We've got the manual mode selection if you want it to be unlimited or limited to 5 minutes. And to activate that, by the way, go back to the process values tab. That was hidden down here. And on the parameters tab, if all of this is blank, you'll need to come down here and hit the read button. And then once you made your changes, then you'd hit the right button. Okay, so we've got some programmable terminals here. You can choose what their function is. So several different options, and these are all explained in the technical information booklet. If you have one of those BCM field bus communication modules, you will activate that functionality here with a couple different options for if you want to check the address or not. And then last tab under parameters is extras. This pretty much just shows you all of your hardware options and gives you an opportunity to change the pin. But quick note about that, if you change that pin and you lose it, there's no way that it can be recovered, so make sure it is stored in a safe place. All right, last tab is statistics. This shows all of your counters and warnings, which can be read down here, reset here. And the total is the same as the user, except these cannot be reset, but this is where you will save your protocol file if you would like to get like a PDF document of all of your current parameters. Error history shows the last 10 error codes, the operating hour they occurred at, and some other information as well. Very last tab, this is counters for the power module, the replaceable power module. Again, read button down there. So that is a quick run through of what BCSoft version 4 will look like for the FCU 5 series. For questions on the FCU 5 series or any other Kromschröder product, feel free to reach out to support@chromamericas.com. Thanks for watching.